Giannis, well, I guess what happened with you following the block there at overtime, and then as you were bringing the ball up court?
I just cramped. Got to get more fluids in me. That's pretty much it.
Was that? I mean, did you know it was put it this way? Did you know it was a cramp right away? And then was that a little frustrating that obviously you weren't able to then re-enter the game and finish?
Obviously it's frustrating, but no. I think in the third quarter, it happened. Or in the second quarter, I don't remember when it happened. When I went to the free throw line, and then going through the game, I could feel it. I could feel something in my calves, and then in the last play, it happened again. But at the time, you don't know what it is. It might be a cramp, it might be a strain. You just feel like a sharp pain in your calves, and then your muscle tighten up. But no, I didn't know right away it was a cramp. But when I got they gave me some fluids, they gave me some things that help with the cramp, and after the game I stretched, did some soft tissue, feel good. But yeah, for sure, obviously I don't know if we've played a lot of overtime games this year, and this felt like a playoff game, so for sure I wanted to be in, finish it, and play some defense, just be out there, compete.
I'm sure it was tough to watch the way it ended, but what did it say to you as you're there and you see Pat hit a big three, kind of off a scramble ball, and PJ to hit a corner three, when it could have really went the other way at that point, to see those guys just kind of step up in that moment?
Oh, great plays by Chris, for sure. He hit a big three by Pat, by PJ from the corner, and they played amazing. But at the end of the day, we got to do a better job as a group defending, because our offense was good. We're trying to be there. We're trying to hit shot. We tried to go downhill, but we got to do a better job just getting stops and hard not to be on the court and be out there to compete with my teammates, but also at the same time happy of seeing guys like Pat, PJ, Chris, hitting big shots and leading the team. And obviously, and Holiday playing great defense at the end.
Eric, name?
Obviously, PJ kind of got the call late to come in for Brooke. Just how do you think he changes things when it's him instead of Brooke in there, when you guys go a little bit smaller?
We can switch everything. And I believe when you can switch everything, you can keep guys in front. And he's smart. He brings that toughness. He can spread the floor, knock down shots like the one from the corner. And, there's going to be days that we got to go small. And he can guard 1 through 5. He can move his feet. He can keep guys in front. So, in moments like that, for sure, we're going to need him.
I know that isn't exactly the same situation, but the first time against the Suns, you had a chance to essentially isolate on DeAndre Ayton and get a shot up. This time, just can you take us through that final possession and, maybe how frustrated you are that it didn't go better?
Yeah, I'm frustrated that I wasn't able to get a shot off. That's the only part. Now, in the first game, it was the same situation. Not the same situation. It was 2 seconds on the clock, so you had to get a quick one. I didn't have no choice. But I'm happy that I got one off. It doesn't matter if it goes in. I cannot focus on the outcome. I focus on what I have to do, and what's my game plan at that moment, right? So in the game one, I was able to get a shot off. And from a shot like that, you learn. And you have the confidence to take that shot again. And as I'm stubborn. Like, I want to take that shot again, and I want to make it. But here, I kind of feel like in order for you to get better as a player and move to the next, like, you got to get a shot off. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a shot off. But I can make an excuse. Next time, hopefully, I can get a shot off.
What happened on that play? Did you just slip? Because it was tough on the broadcast, like in being here and there.
I don't want to make excuses. So whatever you think that happened. I didn't get a shot off. So doesn't really matter if I slipped, if he pushed me, if I fell. It does not really matter to me. What matters to me, I didn't get a shot off. So hopefully next time in that situation, I can get a shot off.
For you this year, you've been on a bunch of teams. You played a bunch of close games. You've won some. You've lost some. How does this season, this team this year, compare to your teams in the past, and how they're able to close games, and how you're able to kind of close out games in the clutch?
I think, as you said, we've win some, we've lost some, but at the end of the day, I still think like we have a good team going down the stretch. We have a good guy that can handle the ball, Drew, Chris, me, myself, and we can go small with PJ. Like we can do different, we can give them different looks, right? But we just got to keep being able to execute, take care of the ball, and know what works for us. You know, because sometimes when you have so much and so many threats, you know, you're kind of like all over the place. We got to know exactly where we're going down the stretch, right? Is it going to be me and Drew? Is it going to be me and Chris? Is it going to be me at the dunker, Chris at the wing, somebody else at the on the corner, and Brooks said, like, you know, setting a pick and roll. Like, we have to know exactly. We have to have a direction for sure. And but I believe that we have a great team going to play down the stretch, and a great playoff team. So we're going to learn from every game, from this game, from the next one, and hopefully, you know, when the time is right, we can take all these lessons from the regular season and apply it in the playoffs, and hopefully it can go our way.
Sorry, everybody. In the past, that used to be Chris and you in the pick and roll. Do you feel like that's changed?
No, I think like we have options now. You know, it can be Chris, right? And I think last year we felt more comfortable with Chris having the ball and me setting one. And if he could not go downhill or get a shot, then he threw it at me, then I attack. Like, you know, but now I think we have a unbelievable player on our team. A guy that can make shots, a guy that can go downhill, a guy that can play ISO, a guy that can play and make for his teammate. So it's like, you know, you get to the point like, who do you really give the ball to? But whoever you give the ball, you know that you're going to get a good play out of it. So I'm happy.
Thank you.
Steve McGargy.
Just to confirm, you said you had treatment after the game and everything. How are you feeling now? Is the cramp over? Are you fine moving forward?
I feel great. Obviously, I don't know if I can run, but I can walk. I feel good. You just got to go back home, get some fluid, get some food, rest, watch the game again. You know, practice tomorrow, do some weights, get in the gym again, and just get ready for the next one.
All right, last one, Zora.
You mentioned this one felt like a playoff game. I'm wondering, just for you specifically, what part of it, I mean, it's obvious it was a great game, but what part of it for you gave you that playoff postseason feel?
Close game. We were up. They came back. Overtime game. The crowd was into it. Our bench was into it. It was a little bit more intense. We had to get stops. We had to execute like it was. You had to be locked in. You had to be dialed in this game. You know. So whenever I feel like I have to do that, like locked in, even extremely more and high importance to get a stop or get a good play. And I'm looking at the score and I'm reading the defense. I can feel the intensity from the crowd. For me, it's like a playoff game. Maybe I don't. Actually, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just because, you know, the fans are back and, you know, they were getting loud and it felt good. You know, maybe it was that. But no. But if it wasn't that, I think it was because I felt like the intensity picking up, the crowd was into it, our teammates was into it. I was looking at the bench, everybody was up. The game went to overtime. We had to execute all those things that I said. So that what made it feel like a playoff game.